Uh-oh. Yes, Rick and Morty community, I'm back.
Good to see you.
Y'all didn't like I didn't like that shitty ass episode last week, huh? That garbage ass corpse spaghetti episode. I don't give a fuck how mad y'all got. You got to the point where y'all was spamming my comments. I had to turn the comments off because y'all were losing your minds that I did not like that garbage episode. You know, I'm fuck. You see, I'm losing my mind. Here reviews Rick and Morty season 7 episode 5. I'm gonna continue what I was saying. Alright? My mouth ain't gonna get the better of me. Pause. Fuck that episode. Episode 4 sucked. I understood. Like, cause you Rick and Morty fans honestly think you're intelligent, right? Oh, you just didn't get it. Of course I got it. It's Moto 4 about capitalism and how terrible it is. I understand it. Doesn't mean I have to like it. But alright, banned all those idiots and last episode sucked. Cope sees mauled and go fuck yourself. I don't care. For the adults that allowed me to have my own opinion, I appreciate it. Because this episode is fucking incredible. Oh my god. Yes, Rick and Morty community, I like this episode. It's the best episode, not only of the season, but it's one of the greatest Rick and Morty episodes, period. It's top 10. I'm not even fucking with you. This is top 10. This episode, now I have issues with it, right? The episode itself is good. It's the placement of the episode that I have an issue with. This episode pretty much is the final showdown between Rick and Rick Prime. We've been building to this for about like a season and a half. But we're like halfway done with season 7. Where do we go from here? I have a theory, by the way, of where we might go. And if the writers are going to go back to this, because they did say that after this, they're going back to an old storyline they left alone. So if they're going back to this, I think the future of this show is okay. Or they could just bring back Rick Prime. So, Rick and Morty had an off-screen adventure. Oh, wow. I actually would have really loved to have seen whatever they were doing instead of that corpse spaghetti bullshit. But they're talking and Rick is ranting, like the usual Rick and Morty stuff. But then it's revealed that this isn't actually Morty, the Morty we know. This is evil Morty. And he pretty much devised a plan to murder Rick. And for the one dickhead that got mad, oh, why are you going through the episode? Go fuck yourself, but he's banned, so he can't say nothing. Evil Morty is the most intelligent character in the series, period. This is a Morty that it doesn't have a Rick holding him back. As Rick said before, a Morty with no restrictions is dangerous. This dude is dangerous. He took down the biggest threat in the verse. Rick couldn't beat Rick Prime. He couldn't beat him, but Evil Morty did. So we pretty much go through his backstory and everything leading up into the season 5 finale. So shocked that we are getting to this early in the season. I thought this should have been the finale leading us to season 8. Like, the ending is, when I tell you this episode is so fucking good, okay? This is what I want, okay? I don't want to hate on Rick and Morty. I want Rick and Morty to be good. I don't want to dislike it. I don't want to be like how it was the last episode. I want to love this show again. It's just that season 7 isn't up to par. And now it can be. This episode, it's already better than season 5, so we're not concerned about that. Evil Morty is pretty much exploring space. And then he's running away from monsters. And then he goes back to his home base. Pretty much secluded from the monsters and whatever dimension he's in. And he starts chilling. Evil Morty, all he wants is to be left alone. He broke the infinite, the central finite curve. Which I want you, Morty fans, right? Evil Morty, did he break it or did he break through it? Sorry, my memory, haven't seen the episode in a while. Because if he broke the finite curve, that means Rick isn't the most smartest and most powerful being anymore. There are other threats out there that probably make Rick look like small fry. Again, I'll get back to that later. He is so awesome. I fucking love Evil Morty. I know some people are gonna have an issue with him doing something later in the episode, but I don't care. I love Evil Morty. Morty is my favorite character. Well, now him and Rick, they fight, you know. Rick's voice actor this episode is incredible. There's a scene later on. Man, he has solidified himself, and I'm cool with him being Rick. Morty's new voice, still sucks, but it's tolerable, right? Rick is trying to still track down Rick Prime, and he's messing up Evil Morty's plans. And then they pretty much start searching throughout the finite curve of every Rick Prime trying to murder him. Evil Morty gets pissed, and then they attempt to have a showdown, but they can't kill him because he has a force shield. So Rick pretty much tells Evil Morty, I'm hunting the dickhead that murdered my wife. Evil Morty doesn't really give a shit. He pretty much just wants them to stop because it's disturbing his peace. He doesn't care that Rick is trying to find the dickhead that murdered his grandma. He really just wants to be left alone. Because Evil Morty helps Rick. But Morty gets tired because he's a dumbass. And then the other Rick Prime, he's not actually Prime Rick, transforms into a goo monster and traps them. And then it's revealed that he has also murdered other Ricks Dianes as well. And they also have a vendetta against him. So all the Ricks start killing each other because Rick Prime promises, hey, if you kill one another, I'll give you Diane back. He's lying. So obviously our main duo survives because plot armor. And then Rick Prime obviously says, okay, not bad. I'll give you what you want. I'll give you Diane. And then Diane, Robo Diane comes through. She's like a head with the ball on it. Personally, I kind of wanted more of a reaction from Morty. Even Morty doesn't care. This is the first time Morty has ever seen how his grandmother looks like. I kind of expected him to have a bit more of an emotional response to it. Like, holy shit, is this Grandma Rick? But, so, they start fighting Robo, Diane. Rick pretty much defeats it. And then he traps it in these square bubbles. And then Evil Morty says quite possibly one of the funniest lines in the entire episode. You taking her to go? You taking her to go? This shit felt like a season 2, season 3 episode, and I loved it. Where was this the whole season? Where was this level of writing and entertainment? Like, every single sentence these characters uttered had me hooked. It had me paying attention. It had me laughing. What? Where was this? This is incredible. Were the writers just hiding this in their ass the whole time? To be honest, I'd rather have this be a great episode and have the other one suck. Because you can't fuck an episode like this up. This is a continuity episode. We only get these twice a season? 3 times max? Rick Prime sets a trap and they're about to die, but Rick and Evil Morty combine their portal guns to get the hell up out of there. Evil Morty decides to join Rick in hunting Rick Prime because, well, I guess Rick Prime tried to kill him. And he's an evil Rick. He's the most evilest, most powerful Rick of them all. And having him gone will probably help out Evil Morty in some way. So after this, Rick decides to pursue Prime alone. And he tells the Mortys, do not follow me. They follow him. Obviously, it's Morty. And then they find Rick Prime. Holy shit, I couldn't believe it. I didn't think this was him. We have been hunting this dude for over a season. And they finally found this bitch ass nigga. So Rick Prime, pretty much, if you ever wondered, why doesn't Rick just go to an alternate dimension or universe and go grab a Diane from there? Yeah, his Diane is dead, but there should be an infinite number of them, right? Like how there's an infinite number of Mortys and Beths and Summers. There's an explanation for that, and I love how the writers explain this. Rick Prime has a device that if he puts someone in it, it erases their existence across all of time, from every dimension, from every universe. That he possibly grabbed his Diane, put her in that machine, and deleted her from existence. Just to get back at the other Ricks. Just to make them motivated to come after him and become stronger. Because it's a game to him. He doesn't give a shit about his family. He has no weaknesses. That's why he's the most powerful Rick. So that is why Diane has never been around. So the big final battle begins. They all start fighting each other. He erases Slow Mobius. Slow Mobius! There's no Slow Mobius. It's all over now. Rick starts crying. The Mortys just don't care. I love having two, like, the writers, you heard my complaints about no Morty. So you just put two of them in the same episode. Thank you. Stop hoeing my nigga Morty. So again, they continue fighting. Rick and Rick Prime have an awesome fucking battle. Rick and Evil Morty tag team this nigga. It's quite possibly one of my favorite scenes in the show. This shit is so good. This episode was so fucking incredible, man. I love it, man. I love it. Just go watch it, bro. I don't know why you even watched this review. Go watch this fucking episode. Rick gets his ass beat by Rick Prime. He isn't strong enough to take him down alone. It's an incredible fight scene. The Ricks are going all out on each other. They're both burned, torn apart, guts hanging everywhere. Rick Prime is broken. He regenerates. He's seemingly about to take out Morty, but it's Evil Morty. Evil Morty snipes him. And then he pretty much downloads, I'm assuming, the person deletion device onto his iPad. It's called Booger AIDS. That's the name for it. I'm assuming he downloads all of his knowledge and everything in his brain. So then he then brings our Rick into the room. He then resuscitates him and says, "He's all yours, Rick." And then quite possibly my favorite scene in the series. Rick gets his revenge on bitch-ass nigga Rick. He beats the holy fuck.
Fucking fuckity.
He Negans him. For like 2 straight minutes, he starts doing Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct combos on him. Left, rights. And he pretty much murders him. While Rick Prime's talking shit to him, pretty much saying that you didn't really earn the kill. You didn't really truly beat me. Evil Morty beat me, and he's pretty much giving me to you, right? Rick doesn't give a shit. There's an awesome line where he says, "What would you be without me, Rick?" And Rick says,
Let's find out.
So he murders Rick Prime, satisfying death. Evil Morty pretty much says, "All right, I gave you what you wanted. Now give me what I want. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to delete you from existence, Rick, because I don't want an infinite amount of angry summers coming after me. So I'm going to leave you be. Just do the same." So Evil Morty isn't a threat. But he will return because he said, "All right, there's something about you, Rick, that you're different from all the other ones. Something about, I might need you one day for something. But until then, leave me the fuck alone." So he goes away. And yet another great scene. You would think that Rick would be fulfilled and happy that he finally got revenge on his wife's murderer. But there's a lot of things going into play at this ending. He's pretty much dead inside. He's empty. He's hollow. He pretty much goes home and his family is talking to him. He's pretty much doing things he likes, hanging out with his granddaughter, hanging out with Summer, chilling with the fam, eating with them, but he's dead inside. Because, one, he can't ever bring Diane back. I hope she does come back, but his wife is permanently dead. 2, yeah, he got revenge on Rick Prime, but he has no purpose now. But I love how this really leaves Rick in a empty state. Yeah, you got your revenge. Now what? Where do we go from there? Maybe it wasn't worth it after all. Personally, it is worth it. Fuck Rick Prime, but I really can't wait to see where they go next with Rick's character. I I am super, super excited for the future of the series. This saved the season, and it saved the show. Here's my theory on what comes next. It will be Rick trying to find purpose, trying to find a reason to live again, trying to stop being miserable because he got revenge for his wife. The infinite finite curve is broken. There are enemies and people out there that are more intelligent and more powerful than Rick is. I do think we will get a new antagonist that is not an evil Rick or evil Morty variant. I think that's where we're going next. And it will all be about Rick finding purpose in life. And he'll find that in his family, his grandson, son-in-law, daughter, granddaughter. I think that's where we're going next. I'm excited for the future, man. This renewed my hope in this series. Writers, I apologize to the fanboys I pissed off. Fuck y'all. Kiss my ass. But the writers, perfect episode. 10 out of 10. Only issue I have is it should have been at the end of the season. I really feel like if this was at the end of the season, I would have been hungry for season 8. I would have been starving. Part of me is happy it's the mid-season finale, kind of. But this is something you end the season with. Or this is something you start the season with. I don't really agree with it being in the middle. But my bitching is now over. Fantastic episode. Best episode in the series. Potentially. Everything came full circle. And now let's see where the story goes next. I am intrigued. Let's get it. Oh, I can't wait for Sunday, bro. Sunday needs to come fast. Hit the outro.
Let's find out.